The Twi'Lek Force sensitive Aayla Secura was a Jedi Master in the latter days of the Clone War and a general for the Grand Army of the Republic. Born on the planet of Ryloth, she was brought to the temple by the Jedi Quinlan Vos and began her training as a Jedi Guardian. Becoming a master of Form 4 of lightsaber combat, she participated in notable events in the battles between the Confederacy of Independent systems and the Galactic Republic, such as the first battle on Geonosis. But along with the other Jedi, she failed to notice the darkness on Coruscant in the form of Chancellor Palpatine. The Sith Lord had carefully manipulated the Jedi over many years, first alongside his master Plagueis, then with the help of the fallen Jedi Master Dooku, starting the Clone War. The creation of the clone army by the Sith was not an innocent set of soldiers helping the Republic, rather a piece of the Sith grand plan, as they had installed inhibitor chips into each clone at birth, obeying the commands of the Supreme Chancellor. The Council never found the true reason behind its creation, and they were all betrayed upon Sidious' execution of Order 66. Master Secura had been dispatched to the planet of Felucia as part of the Outer Rim sieges, alongside the 327th Star Corps led by Commander Bly. After meeting with several members of the Jedi Council to discuss Palpatine's potential removal from office, she had been distracted by a Felucian bird and had no time to react to the blaster bolts through her back. Even as she rolled down the hill, the clones continued to fire at her corpse, and her death was felt by the other Jedi across the galaxy. But what if Aayla Secura survived Order 66? Could she affect the rebellion or the Empire? In this episode of What If Order 66, that is going to be answered. As the Jedi Masters stood around the holotable in their hologram forms, they observed as former Jedi Ahsoka Tano walked into a command base on Mandalore with Commander Rex. As Mace Windu denies Ahsoka access to information about their plans for the Chancellor, Master Secura interjects, and this allowed the former Jedi to tell them what Maul had wanted with Anakin, as well as Darth Sidious. Windu is reluctant to believe the Zabrak, as he thinks the Maul is trying to further his own plans, but Yoda thinks that they should at least try to keep Anakin away from the Chancellor. But at that moment, Anakin had been speaking to Palpatine, and it had been just revealed to him that his mentor had been the Sith Lord they'd been looking for. The Jedi Knight is conflicted between his loyalties to the Jedi Order and the offer of the knowledge to save Padme. Returning to the Jedi Temple in a confused state of mind, he tries to look for Master Windu, but due to the delay provided by Master Secura, the Jedi Council members are still in their meeting. Anakin feels the dark side beginning to infect him, and he cannot resist its lure as he returned to Palpatine's office. The Sith Lord welcomed Anakin as his new apprentice, and promised to teach him the knowledge to save Padme after they had dealt with the Jedi. Palpatine proudly executed Order 66 across the galaxy, and dispatched Anakin to purge the temple of its occupants, as the Chancellor entered into the Senate building. Back on Felucia, Master Secura heard the clicks of the blasters around her, as well as through the transmission of the Jedi on the other worlds. Yoda warns them all to escape as quickly as possible, and meet with Senator Organa if they could, and the Twi'Lek entered into the thick and colourful jungle. The clones continued to pursue with relentless effort, and she stumbled into a nearby Felucian village as a pillar of smoke marked its location. The local tribes and bounty hunters have to quickly organise themselves to defend from the stampede heading in their direction, and because of their efforts, Master Secura manages to enter into an abandoned Republic gunship and slip away. The pursuit from the clones still didn't end, and she quickly vanished into hyperspace, then into the airspace of Coruscant to find any other Jedi. All communications at the Jedi Temple had been cut off, and it took a while before she could find Grandmaster Yoda. The elderly Jedi also did not know the fate of those at the temple, only sensing the deaths of those across the other worlds, and they fly with Obi-Wan and Senator Organa back to the footsteps of the Jedi Temple. The Jedi can feel the darkness from their former home, and leapt into action by decapitating any clones standing in their way. Most of the Masters, Knights and Padawans had fallen, but the lightsaber of Master Windu was still moving in a flash, battling Lord Vader. The three Jedi Masters rushed to help the Master of the Order, and even though the new Sith apprentice felt invincible, he knew that he could not defeat four of the most esteemed Jedi duelists, and fled to his ship and then to Mustafar on the orders of Sidious. The Jedi could not remain on the planet, as it was evident that their reign of peacekeepers had been ended. Master Kenobi decides that to give them more hope, they should find Senator Amidala. The panicked and stressed senator of Naboo is in her apartment as Obi-Wan arrived, and he has to sedate her to stop any kind of pursuit of what was formerly Anakin. The Jedi and senators take a ship to the Neutral Alderaan, and there Padme gives birth to Luke and Leia, and the rise of the rebellion had begun. That is it for part 1 of What If Aayla Secura survived. If you'd like to see a part 2 soon, please like this video, turn on that notification bell, click that subscribe button on this channel, as well as on my other channel What If Films. And as always, leave a comment on what if you'd all like to see next, and how I can improve my videos. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.